If you want to become more attractive, so you'll be able to attract more girls, you need to train what I call the 4 key facial muscles. After just a couple of months training these 4 muscles, I had completely transformed my face, which got me 10 to 20 matches a day on Tinder, with unbelievable comments that you probably wouldn't believe. Therefore, in this video, I will walk you through step by step what these 4 key facial muscles are and how to train them, so you will become irresistible to girls. So step number 1, the 4 key facial muscles and how to train them. So I quickly want to tell you a story just before I tell you the muscles. So back in elementary school, when I went from 3rd grade all the way to 7th grade, I always used to be so polite and caring for the girls that I liked. So all the girls that I had a crush on, every single time I saw them in the classroom and I saw that we were going out of the class, maybe we were going to pick up the computer so we could do like the homework. And every single time, I kind of rushed over to the door. Not ran, but I kind of tried to be the first person to go over to the door so I could hold the door open for her and all the other ones in the class, because I thought that it would be kind of strange and obvious if I only did it for her, obviously, right? So then I just stood there holding the door for everybody and being like, oh yeah, come on. Yeah, you can just go first. Like a fucking bitch. Because the thing is, my parents always used to tell me that if you're just yourself and if you're just kind to the girls, they will start to become interested in you. They will start liking you, right? So I always used to believe these kind of lies that I've been told. So I kept doing this for basically all the time that I went to school. But there was a specific moment that I actually changed my mindset on this. And there was a specific period in my school where there had been some drama from the boys and the girls. So basically, to explain it shortly, the popular guys in my classroom had said something bad. You know, they have kind of been trash talking some of the hot girls from the classroom. And to be honest, at that time I actually thought, yes man, now they're gonna like me instead of those fucking assholes. And the popular guys were of course the good looking guys and all this, right? So the girls actually hated them for actually quite some times. But then all of a sudden, like the next day, I came up to one of the girls and tried to talk to them because, you know, I wanted to get some points, like, what happened yesterday? Are you okay? Like, you know, the boys had been saying some shit about them, right? And then all of a sudden, the girl looked at me weird and said, what are you talking about? We don't have any drama. And then instantly, I just froze up because I was like, what the fuck? You literally hated the guys yesterday. Like, you fucking trash-mouthed them, trash-talked them. So I was like, wait, what happened? Like, I thought you guys were in a conflict. And then she was like, oh, it was nothing. He actually wasn't wrong. It was us who was wrong. And then a few minutes later, I sat on my chair. I watched in the corner of the classroom one of the popular guys with my crush, and I saw him just kind of teasing her. You know, not really being polite or anything. Didn't really smile at her, just did what he kind of wanted to. And she laughed at him, like laughed with him. And what she did as well was that she started touching his shoulder. You're so funny. From that moment on, I knew that it had to be about the looks and not how much that you actually care about the girls. And that is exactly why I started researching about this, and I found the solution. It's what I call the 4 key facial muscles, and that is exactly what I'm going to teach you about right now. So there's 2 things that I want you to understand. So basically, I had something which was basically skin hanging off under my chin here, and it looked so bad. Like, genuinely, I had no jawline when I had this. And that's when I figured out that there's 2 reasons for this. So the first reason is that you're overweight, but that was never my problem. So what about the guys who are skinny, but still have skin hanging off here? It's because you haven't been training a bone, which is called your hyoid bone. So if you take a look at these 3 pictures that I've put up here, this picture on the left side is me at 18 years old. The picture of me on the right side is also 18 years old. The picture on the right, I am 19 years old here, start 19. And here, when I was like 18, that was like midway through, like I was close to getting like 19. I was like a couple of months away from it. So basically what you can see on these two pictures here, what they have in similarities is that my jawline has skin hanging off here. You can clearly see it on this one specifically. Here I just look more recessed, like my jawline isn't that visible and it hasn't been pushed forward. But over here in the middle picture, you can see I have this fucking skin. And I even have my mouth closed, like I'm not even mouth breathing. So I'm just thinking like, what the fuck is this? Like I'm literally getting fucking caught in 4K on this picture. So basically, if we take a look on the right side picture, take a look, there's no skin hanging under my chin. Plus, look at how clear and visible my jawline is. And basically this just happened because I trained something called my hyoid bone. And that is what I'm gonna teach you now. So to train our hyoid bone so we can tighten up our skin, we need to do a specific exercise called chin tucks. But not just chin tucks, because we want to do them in a progressive overloaded way. So basically what you're gonna do is that you take your hands together, just like if you were going to pray. Then the magic happens with your thumbs. Your thumbs are going to be applying the pressure under your jawline here, your chin. And you want to have flat thumbs so you can apply the pressure. So don't have them sticking up like this, but have them flat, pointing under your jawline. Then you use this part, your hole here in your hands, to have stability against your, chin. And then what you want to do is that you want to get as big of a stretch as possible by looking upwards, so you can feel the burn around your throat area. Then what you want to do now is that you want to resist like this. You want to do a chin tuck against your thumbs so you create more pressure. And that way you just do a normal chin tuck, and then you will feel the biggest burn of your life right around here. This will first of all correct your neck posture, which will also help your hyoid bone become more visible. Basically, it will just look better. Just to make it more simple for you, you will have a more visible jawline. But it also just trains your hyoid bone to kind of come upwards, so your skin will get tightened up. So this is just the most powerful hack you can do, and it's something that made me so many more times attractive. But even if you do all these things that I've just told you about, you still probably won't really get that big of a result. And the reason for this is because it's the first time that you're training this. Think about it. It's just like if you were going to the gym and you had a coach telling you over like a screen, do this. You know, if you watch some fitness content, do the bench press like this, right? You will come up to the gym, you will try it, but it won't really feel that good. Like, you know, you're thinking like, what am I doing wrong? And that is exactly why that I've been making a program where I will literally go on a one-to-one call with you, where I literally walk you through exactly how to do the exercise correctly, so I can review your form, so I know for sure that you won't fuck up your form, so you won't become asymmetrical. Furthermore, you will just save so much more time, and I will also teach you exactly like a workout split that you're gonna do, so you won't have to do any of the thinking yourself. If this sounds interesting and you want to invest in yourself, then go have a look at the top link of the description. All the details are there. So now let's go to the second muscle, and that is something called the Orbicularis Oculi muscle. Basically just the muscle around your eye area. So there's a quick story that I actually want to tell you before I tell you how to train this muscle. So back in 2023, I was going to something called an after school here in my country. And on this after school, you were basically just living together with people, you were doing hobbies together, you were studying together. Just a really nice year where you lived together, slept together with your friends and all this, right? So there's one particular day that I remember in this school, and I was sitting at the table in like the cafe hall, and what happened down here was that we were eating as usual, but I was really engaged in the story that I wanted to tell all my friends about. So I started talking about this story and how excited I was about it. So I'm always the type who's really engaged. You can probably tell when I'm speaking, like my hands are always moving, my eyebrows are getting expressed, you know. I'm a very expressive kind of person when I speak. And there was one particular friend who actually started to pick up on that, and he actually called me out on that. So basically, he just started to say, Oliver, why are you so engaged when you're speaking? Like, look at me, like I'm so engaged in the conversation. Look at my eyebrows, they're raised like this. Look at my hand gestures, like, you know, he was just making fun of me in front of my whole entire friend group. And I just thought, what a fucking asshole, you know? And I started to actually think, wait, but he's kind of right, actually. Like somebody actually also filmed me when I'm like engaged like this, and I saw that I was not really that attractive because my eyebrows were raised. I call it kind of the ghost look. I look like someone who has just seen a ghost with this kind of eyebrows. So I wasn't really that attractive when I was speaking. I wasn't relaxed in something called my frontalis muscle, which is basically just your forehead muscles. And that's when I realized that we can actually train something called our Orbicularis Oculi muscle. And that is exactly what I'm going to teach you about now. So if you take a look at these two pictures again, you can clearly see that on the left side I have the ghost look. And by the way, I was again 18 years old here. Basically all my pictures are 18 years old on the befores, and on the after here I'm also 19 years old. It's my recent picture, and it just looks so much better than the other picture. And you can clearly see the eyebrows here are raised like this. It kind of has the rainbow look. And on the other side here, it's just in a straight line with a bit of a positive tilt, which is exactly what we want to get something called the hunter eyes. But not only that, there's also something called a canthal tilt. And on the left side here, I had something called a neutral canthal tilt, which is not attractive. You can have worse, which is called a negative canthal tilt, but this is still not really that attractive. Comparing it on the other picture, I have actually gotten something called a positive canthal tilt. You can see how my eye go a little bit upwards, which is the most attractive form that we can have. And we can actually train this naturally. I have not gotten any surgeries. It's just because I trained this exercise that I'm going to show you now. It doesn't really have a name, so let's just call it the eye exercise. Take your fingers like this, and then try to feel under your eyebrows, if you can see from my eyebrows. I will also show a video on the side. But basically, if you take your fingers under your eyebrows and you try to pull upwards, and then twist your fingers as much as possible to the side, so you can kind of feel a burn, but also that your vision becomes a little bit blurry. When you have done that, you just want to squeeze down, like make an angry face as hard as possible without closing your eyes. If you just repeat this until failure, you will start to get this hunter eyes in just a couple of months. Now that I've already told you two of the exercises that will make you the most amount of attractive person as you can possibly become, think about how valuable it has been so far. Think about how much I can do for you inside of my program. Like as I told you, I will literally review your form whenever you want, when you want to do the exercise and you try to learn how to do it correctly. But I will also teach you how, I will literally make like a specific workout plan for you, like customized just for your looks, because we all look different. So maybe you have different problems than other people, right? So I can literally personally teach you all this. I will also literally teach you how to get an aesthetic body. Like, think about how fucking cool that is. I will literally teach you how to become basically just the most attractive version of yourself for just $20. It is currently in pre-sale, but that just means that the price will also be the lowest that it will ever be. I will be making this product in like a week, so go down and get the price right now. Again, it's in the top link of the description and all the details are there. So now that we have watched at the end of this video, I really want to say thank you for watching this far of the video. I really hope that you feel like this has been a valuable and really educational video, because think about how much you have done for yourself. You could be watching Netflix right now. You could be scrolling on Instagram, but you chose to educate yourself. And I just want to say I'm so proud of you for doing that. And that is exactly why that I know that this channel is exactly for you, because this is the best channel on how to look smacks naturally without having those fucking lies that you need to fucking bone smash your fucking face or some stupid shit like that. This is actually results or training that is actually gonna get you real results, just like it has done for me. So I'll highly recommend you to go down and click subscribe. If you want to keep on learning, then go have a look at this video over here. Thanks for watching and have a wonderful day, bro. Mwah!